The vision for World Deaf Refugee Day. Each June 20th, the globe comes together to honor World Refugee Day. The United Nations General Assembly launched the holiday in 2000. The worldwide community has spent the day focused on ways to improve the lives of refugees. Most of us know that refugees are forced to leave their homes due to war, terror, or other crises, but fleeing their home country is often just the beginning of a difficult journey. Many deaf refugees find themselves living in camps until they are resettled, some of which are dangerous or not well equipped for long-term living. Deaf refugees don't always have a say in which country they are ultimately relocated to. The bureaucratic process involved in finding their new home can take years. Worldwide refugee crises have taken center stage in the news in recent years, so it's more important than ever to share support and to celebrate World Deaf Refugee Day. You can observe World Deaf Refugee Day through several means. First is attending a Deaf Refugee Day event. We plan to host events on World Deaf Refugee Day discussing the World Deaf Refugee Crisis, future goals surrounding the topic, and how to make a difference. Be on the lookout for summaries of the event's happenings or see if you can attend for yourself. Second, be a friend to deaf refugees in your community. Reach out to deaf refugees in your area. Consider inviting them into your home for dinner or to spend a few nights in your guest room if they're in need of somewhere to stay. Introduce them to your local community so they'll have an easier time getting to know their new neighborhood. Simply being a friend can make a major positive impact in someone's life, and serving as a guide to the community can be incredibly helpful. Third, use your job to make a difference. No matter what you do for a living, there's a good chance that your professional skills can be used to improve the lives of others. Volunteer your work-related talents to local deaf refugee organizations. Our goal is that someday soon, every deaf refugee would have the opportunity for an education, a safe place to live, and ways to work and contribute to their communities. Chances are you've got a skill or talent that can help in working toward one of those goals. If you own a business or are a hiring manager, you may also consider employing local deaf refugees who are in need of work. So why is World Deaf Refugee Day important? It's important because it builds empathy and raises awareness. The vastness of the World Deaf Refugee Crisis can be hard to grasp, but raising awareness can help make it easier for others to understand the extent of what deaf refugees around the world are going through. It also builds a sense of empathy and compassion that brings people together from all walks of life, and that is always a positive thing. Second, it provides an incentive to create a more peaceful deaf world. In a more peaceful world, fewer people would be forced to flee their homes due to violence and unrest. Naturally, this would make for a significant decrease in suffering around the world. While working together toward greater peace isn't something that can happen overnight, it's an important goal, and World Deaf Refugee Day reminds us of just how vital that is. Third, it encourages us to be better friends, neighbors, and citizens. It's easy to feel helpless in the face of such a massive worldwide crisis, but taking small steps can help make a big difference. World Deaf Refugee Day encourages all of us to think creatively about what we can do to help. It also motivates everyone celebrating the holiday to be better neighbors to deaf refugees living in their communities. and to be more compassionate world citizens in general. Thank you so much, and we hope that you will join us.